Carol Danvers, prodigal child of the Milky Way.
Nick Fury, my favorite one-eyed man of intrigue.
How goes it out there?
Cold, no air, space.
Captain Marvel, the Annihilator. You took everything from me. And now I'm returning the favor.
What is happening to me?
She's entangled our light-based powers.
So we switch places whenever we use them.
Strong theory.
You can absorb light.
I can see it.
And Kamala,
Who's Kamala?
Hi. She can turn light into physical matter, which I have never heard of.
I could totally show you.
No!
She's targeting every planet we call home. I would never choose to bring anybody into this.
You are not the only thing standing between this and the universe.
Oh my god, we're a team.
Higher.
Further. Faster.
Who's a good kitty, Gus?
I can't. Can you?
I got it.
Hello, Marvelites, and welcome to San Diego Comic-Con 2023.
I miss this energy. Let me hear it.
San Diego is the best. There is good energy this year. People are excited.
Marvel always has the best booth, right? Yeah. Come on.
I've been coming to Comic-Con since 1992, so I've seen it evolve. Highlight of every year.
Welcome to San Diego Comic-Con. I hear it's your first.
Yes, this is my first time here.
Incredible. How's it feel?
Energetic. I heard it. I felt it from back there, actually.
Spidey, can I have some help, please?
And we got some giveaways.
Free stuff.
No one's officially seen this before. We wanted to share them all with the crowd for the very first time.
Exclusive reveal right here.
This is the poster. Now, when I tell you, you are the first people with your real eyeballs to see it.
Go, go, go. Have fun. Enjoy Comic-Con.
Welcome to the stage from Marvel Studios Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Cosmo the Space Dog!
Oh my goodness.
Hello, sweet boy.
Everybody, give it up for Marvel Games VP and Creative Director Bill Roseman. Yeah! And Insomniac Games Senior Creative Director Brian Intihar.
As you grow and you get older, you have to make a series of choices. I think the characters now, as the time has passed, it's like, what am I going to do with my life?
Yeah.
You throw in things like Kraven and a certain symbiote that we'll talk about.
Threat. Let's talk about it right now. What can you tell us about it?
Well, I know what I can say.
What I can't say a lot.
One of the many things I love about the Insom team and the PlayStation team is the love and respect that they have for the Marvel characters. It's not about how many copies the game sells. We want people to say, that was a love letter to Spider-Man, all his creators, all the stories that have come before, but they also did something new.
Well, let's transition over to Miles Morales, right? Now, tell us, new powers?
In the first game, it was him showing he could be a hero even before he had powers. It was about him, figuring out what kind of Spider-Man he wanted to be. And then we saw, his bioelectricity, his able to camo. But what you're going to see, what we call an evolved Venom, an evolved bioelectricity, where it's a much more volatile.
I see your Spidey sense is tingling, man, to sum up. Oh, whoa, hey. Yo, it's Venom Source. What are we gonna do, Spidey? What are we gonna do? Look at this. So many Spidey people from all over the Spideyverse. You're surrounded. Venom Source.
So if you could have any Infinity Gem, what would you have and why?
I think I would take the Power Stone just because, bringing humanity to its knees is always a fun option.
I hope you never get it.
So many amazing cosplay possibilities. I can't wait to see them all. Yeah, show that tail, please.
We have none other than J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh, Joe, come on. Thank you. You keep acting like that, we're not gonna get you pictures of Spider-Man. It is time for the Marvel Becoming Cosplay Competition, baby! Our winner of the 2023 Marvel Becoming Cosplay Competition, Rona! I want y'all to make some noise, lose your marbles, pick them up, and lose them again for the director of visual development at Marvel Studios, Andy Parr. Upcoming film I think we're all pretty excited about is going to be Marvel Studios' The Marvels, right?
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about the process of working on a brand new Carol Danvers appearance.
Yeah, it's always fun. We always get to revisit the character. First time I designed Captain Marvel was for the first film. And that one was like, she was a Kree soldier, right? So her look was very much more like a soldier. She's more fortified. She's been in space for a while. We're gonna fill in the holes of like what she's been up to. So her look is a little bit more relaxed, rolled up her sleeves.
Carol's not going to be the only Marvel in this movie. I know I'm excited. Everyone's excited to see Monica Rambeau and Kamala Khan teaming up, right?
We got to get to know Kamala Khan in Miss Marvel. So seeing her and her adventures, she wears a new costume, but why she wears it, you have to watch it to see. And then with Monica, we got to be introduced to her at WandaVision, being the daughter of Maria. So those are close ties to Carol Danvers. As we always do, we look at the comics, the origins, the amazing comic book creators through the years that have created these designs.
I just got out of the Marvel Next Big Thing panel, and it was chock full of great people and big news and announcements. First thing up, we know December 2023, we're getting Timeless #1. Then we got some cool details for Ms. Marvel, the New Mutant. Big news of the panel is the announcement of Marvel's next big crossover event, Amazing Spider-Man Gang War. Yes, it is spinning out of Amazing Spider-Man. It's also touching Miles Morales' Spider-Man. It's all starting in November, running for a couple of months after that.
Let's go see what's happening in Artist Alley.
The whole show floor is insane, but Artist Alley always feels like a little island of creativity.
It's a madness here, I've been coming here since I was 13, and it's just gotten bigger and bigger in every year. And from being a kid to now doing it on this side, it's amazing.
I love meeting people who like my work, and I love being able to support it so directly. It's awesome.
People are really still at San Diego Comic-Con for comics, and it's really exciting.
What advice would you give for those looking to break into the medium and looking to apply their creativity to this wonderful art form? Absolutely. So when you start out, you always, in your heart, you want to write your favorite character, or you want to do big epic things, but the reality is you got to figure out how to tell a story first. Start small.
You wouldn't expect to walk into a fancy restaurant and just be able to cook all the meals.
3, 2, 1, color!
Woo! And now a whole new generation of fans is going to have their minds blown and turn into new fans once again with the upcoming new series, Marvel Studios X-Men '97. Who's excited for that?
Whoa! Whoa!
you're gonna make some kind of role-play item for X-Men, it's gotta be Wolverine's claws. Oh! They actually snicked out.
We have what is called the Epic Hero Series. This is a 4-inch scale. They're smaller, but they still have many points of articulation. Yeah. The awesome vehicle for this scale, we have the X-Jet. Right out of that opening scene, we all remember. See if I could do this.
Whoa!
One fires. So this is our Marvel Legends premium roleplay Magneto helmet. It's lightweight. You can wear it for the whole convention. You can breathe in it. You can see out of it, and it's awesome.
In honor of the upcoming Marvel Studios, The Marvels, we're gonna draw a goose, the Flurkin, which means I've gotta use the goose pen. So I'm just adding a little bit of cosmic atmosphere here.
Give yourselves a round of applause.
Took a lot of Fleur kittens out there.
Yeah. Give them a big, warm Marvel welcome for Humberto Ramos.
Zeb the Zamboni Wells!
J. Michael Straczynski.
How has the con been for you? How you feeling? You staying hydrated? How we doing?
I am staying hydrated. Yeah. We all know that you are no stranger to iconic Marvel characters. And so what was so interesting about writing Cap?
Well, what brought me to it was the chance to kind of define the character, because there isn't a whole lot really known about him before he took the super soldier serum. I thought, here's a chance to dive in and find out. I think that if you take a sapling tree and pour red dye around it, it grows up with that ring in the center of it. What was the red dye? What was the ring that formed his personality?
Amazing Spider-Man comes out frequently, like extra frequently, and they're often supersized.
Yes.
Are you okay?
No.
How does it feel to continue now 20 plus years writing Spider-Man stories?
It's an honor and a privilege, and doing it with John Romita Jr. and then Ed McGuinness and Pat Gleason. It's weird to know that you're at the pinnacle of what you'll do in the industry, because it won't get better than this.
The very best work I have ever done is issue 3 and 4. I'm like, if I can be buried with 2 books, it's Deadpool Batter Blood 3 and Deadpool Batter Blood 4.
I feel like this cover is like a really good encapsulation of the suicide mission we all went on by taking Guardians, which was to take the extremely beloved Al Ewing run that we loved and that has such incredible designs and set this really like optimistic, positive tone for the Guardians. And then our run is coming in and being like, what if that got really, really sad? And what if that fell apart? And what if they had to find a way to put it back together?
The X-Men have been very successful for the last few years. How long did you think Orcus and the other villains in the Marvel Universe were going to take it? Terrible things might happen to some of your favorite mutants. I promise you, it will look beautiful. You will not be able to look away at the horror that we are serving up.
I remember I drew for you like a 3-headed badger, which is an animal drinking a glass of wine.
Yes.
Which is kind of my pinnacle in comics right now. It's one of the best things I draw, and at the same time, it was like, okay, I can't believe they pay me for doing this. So it's okay.
It's hard to believe Strange Academy #1 came out in 2020. What's your emotion when fans respond to it? How well it was received, and just the amount of time since 3 years?
I mean, you always wonder, you're never sure that how it's gonna people react to it, but it was overwhelmingly great. And then when you see the people having fun and loving them, it's pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah.
After so many years in this business, I get to a place where I believe I'm lucky to work with people that I admire. Above all, I'm happy to be working with people I love.
Thank you all so much from the Marvel booth here at San Diego Comic-Con.
Marvel Studios mostly sat out this year's Comic-Con, doing little more than releasing a trailer for the Marvels during the show. But there was one upcoming Marvel project that made a surprise appearance at the convention. Fans lucky enough to attend the Designing the X-Men This Week in Marvel special event panel were treated to updates on the animated series X-Men 97, straight from producers Bo DeMaio, Jack Castorena, and Larry Houston. There was even new footage shown of this hotly anticipated animated X-Men revival. Unfortunately, the new footage isn't being released online, but that doesn't mean we can't dive in on what was shown and what we learned about X-Men 97 at San Diego Comic-Con 2023.
Don't be fooled by bleeding heart mutant appeasers! We are at war!
Cyclops! I know how you feel about it, Wolverine, but...
While the original X-Men the Animated Series featured cameos and guest appearances from a host of Marvel heroes, the core roster of the team never really changed. The team was always comprised of Professor X, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Wolverine, Storm, Beast, Gambit, Rogue, and Jubilee. The roster is one element that's definitely going to change in X-Men 97. We already knew that Magneto is stepping in to lead the team in Xavier's absence. That much has been set up in the series finale and confirmed in early teaser art for the series, where you can see Magneto wearing his infamous purple M costume and at last year's San Diego Comic-Con. But at Comic-Con 2023, we get confirmation that both Bishop and Morph will officially be joining the team. Both characters appeared in multiple episodes of the original series, but Bishop never became an official X-Man despite playing key roles in some of the series' most important storylines. Now it appears the time-traveling mutant will be sticking around in the past for an extended period, and he's got a new, shorter hairdo to mark the occasion. As for Morph, he was technically part of the team in the series premiere, but as fans will remember, Morph was killed by the Sentinels in that episode and then revived and brainwashed by Mr. Sinister in Season 2. Morph has a new look for X-Men 97, sporting the stark, white, hairless head seen in Marvel's Exiles comics. So that may be a clue as to his evolving powers and mental state. These aren't the only two characters joining the team in X-Men 97. Sunspot is also appearing in the series, a nod to Marvel's classic New Mutants comics. Jubilee is no longer the new kid on the block.
What is that thing, anyhow?
Everything revealed about X-Men 97 so far suggests fans can look forward to a lot of returning villains. That includes favorites like Mr. Sinister and the Hellfire Club. But even though Sinister has been confirmed to be the central villain of Season 1, the Comic-Con footage focused on a different group of villains, the Sentinels. Both clips shown during the panel focus on the Sentinels. In the first, Cyclops is seen interrogating Sentinel director Dr. Bolivar Trask, who taunts the X-Men for being able to make him talk. That's when Jean Grey steps in to perform some psychic interrogation. However, she encounters difficulties inside Trask's mind and is ultimately stymied by a vision of the Sentinel Factory Master Mold. Spurred into action, Cyclops calls out, "To me, my X-Men!" In the second clip, the X-Men are aboard the X-Jet discussing what to do with the captive Trask. Wolverine suggests chopping him up, which leads to some classic Wolverine-Cyclops banter. The jet is then attacked by a Sentinel, and the team's flyers help escort the others to safety. Cyclops, however, opts to use his optic blast to slow his descent and makes a classic action hero entrance. The X-Men never quite eliminated the threat of the Sentinels in the original series, and it's clear that these massive mutant-hunting robots are back with a vengeance. It remains to be seen if the other Sentinel characters will appear in X-Men 97, like the futuristic Nimrod or the hybrid villain Bastion. The first clip shown at Comic-Con contains another important plot detail. Jean Grey is visibly pregnant in the footage, hinting at a major storyline to come in Season 1. The big question at this point is which baby Jean is carrying. Suffice it to say, the Cyclops Jean Grey family tree is extremely convoluted in the comics. There, Jean technically has two children, Cable and Rachel Summers, but Cable's real mother is actually Jean's clone, Madeline Pryor, while Rachel is Scott and Jean's daughter from the alternate Days of Future Past timeline. Again, it's all very complicated. We'll have to see how much of this backstory makes its way into the animated series. The fact that the actual Jean is pregnant and not a clone or a futuristic doppelganger suggests X-Men 97 may be opting for a more streamlined version of the original source material, and that's probably for the best. But still, the question remains, is her baby Cable or Rachel, or could she be pregnant with twins?
My people, it is time!
X-Men 97 still doesn't have a firm release date. While a fall 2023 release window was revealed at last year's Comic-Con, the lack of updates on that front suggests the series may slip into 2024 at this point. However, we did get one piece of good news at Comic-Con 2023. Work is already well underway on X-Men 97 Season 2. Production is going really well. We're just in post-production on Season 1 and right now writing the finale for Season 2, DeMaio told Marvel.com, and I cannot be happier. This further confirms that X-Men 97 won't be a one-off revival, but we'll get at least 2 seasons on Disney+. That said, it may be some time before we actually see Season 2. If the new season is still being written, we assume the voice cast has yet to record their dialogue, and if the series is affected by the SAG-AFTRA strike, that could further slow down the timetable. With no trailers or footage of X-Men 97 seeing wide release yet, fans have had to turn to other outlets for a glimpse of the new series. The X-Men 97 toys have been our best source of information and art for the new series, and fortunately there was plenty on the toy front at Comic-Con. Hasbro revealed an entire wave of Marvel Legends figures inspired by X-Men 97, and the lineup included Wolverine, Rogue, Gambit, Bishop, Magneto, and Storm. We also got a look at some of Hasbro's other X-Men toys during a tour of the Hasbro Press Breakfast event. These toys give us a better idea of how the characters will evolve visually for the new series, including new hairstyles for Storm and Bishop, and confirmation that we'll still see Magneto in his classic red and purple costume. That'll have to be enough to tide over fans until Marvel finally releases an official trailer for X-Men 97. Are we feeling the hype for X-Men 97 yet? What do you most hope to see from the new animated series? Let us know in the comments, and for all things Marvel, make sure to keep it locked on IGN.